In this video, we try and understand how India's foreign policy has changed progressively towards Afghanistan. Let's discuss something from the perspective of history. This is the time when India was ruled by Britishers. To avoid the threat from Russia, Britain thought of using Afghanistan as a buffer state, which means using Afghanistan to seal the borders of India. There were three Anglo-Afghan wars, which resulted in nothing but a heavy loss to Britain both in terms of economy and manpower. The reason is due to the rugged terrain and difficult geography of Afghanistan. This is also the reason why United States left Afghanistan without any conclusion and fought a pointless war for 20 years. According to the research from Brown University, the USA cumulatively has lost 2.3 trillion US dollars and around 2,500 soldiers. Now, let's understand who are the Talibans. In the Pashto language, which is spoken predominantly in Afghanistan and the northwestern part of Pakistan, Taliban means students. The Taliban was founded in Kandahar province of southern Afghanistan by Mullah Muhammad Omar. He was a Mujahideen commander in 1994. It drew members from Mujahideen fighters that helped push Soviets out of the country in 1989. In 1994, it had only 50 followers, but within the span of 2 years, the Taliban captured Kandahar and took control of Kabul in 1996 and swiftly imposed strict Islamic rules. After September 11, 2001, terrorist attacks in United States which killed nearly 3,000 people, Taliban sheltered Osama bin Laden, the mastermind behind this attack, and refused to hand over Laden to the United States, after which American military forces invaded Kabul through airstrikes and toppled the Taliban government. Now, let's see what is the ideology of Talibans. When the Taliban was in power from 1996 to 2001, it imposed a strict version of Sharia law in Afghanistan. The Taliban supported punishment such as public execution of convicts, murderers, and adulterators, and amputation of those found guilty of theft. They went a step further and banned television, music, and cinema, and disapproved of girls aged 10 and over going to school. By seeing this, you can sense the conditions of women in Afghanistan. Yes, it was brutal. Now, let's see India's position with respect to Talibans. India's Afghan policy, especially after 1979, was based on the premise that an external friendly power such as USSR and USA would do heavy lifting in Afghanistan's security and political sector. India, meanwhile, would invest in soft sectors such as infrastructure development and would limit its involvement in security domain. Thus, during the Soviet-Afghan War, India was the only South Asian nation to recognize the Soviet-backed Democratic Republic of Afghanistan. However, USSR withdrawal in 1989 reduced India's presence in Afghanistan. India had no engagement with Taliban directly, and India was not a supporter of Taliban. In 1999, India became one of the key supporters of anti-Taliban Northern Alliance. This Northern Alliance is a loose coalition of Mujahideen militia that maintain control of a small section of northern Afghanistan. In 2001, with the US-led war on the Taliban, India found its way back into Afghanistan. However, in the overall geopolitical calculations, Pakistan emerged as an important country in US's war on terror due to its close proximity to the Taliban heartland and its strong leverage over the militant groups. But India contributed to Afghanistan's development in many ways, which is also backed by United States. Some of the developments include parliament building in Kabul, Zaranj-Dilaram Highway, Salma Dam project, which is also known as Afghan-India Friendship Dam. India supports an Afghan-led, Afghan-owned and Afghan administrative peace process, but the situation has changed drastically after the United States withdrawal from Afghanistan. Recently, India participated in 10-nation talk in Moscow and signed a joint statement that recognized the new reality. India had earlier taken a strong position against any kind of engagement with the Taliban. In the recent months, when the Taliban were making steady advances towards Kabul, India had established contacts with Taliban's political office in Doha, Qatar. But this is the first time India met a top Taliban delegation, which included the Deputy Prime Minister Abdul Salam Hanafi. Now, Taliban say they will not allow Afghan soil to be used by any terrorist organization. It is India's interest to make sure that Taliban walk the talk. India would also not like to see an isolated Taliban being a Pakistani satellite. To meet these goals, given the new reality in Afghanistan's engagement with the Taliban looks like a strategic necessity. So, I want you to comment here what do you think of India's changing policy towards Taliban. For more videos like this, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.